All right, Algebra 2, welcome to 5-minute lessons. This is everything I can teach you about solving equations and inequalities in 5 minutes. So the first thing I want you to do is always write the equation on your paper, okay? Make sure you copy it down right. This is not a very easy thing to read, so now I can read my own writing. Now, all you're doing is asking yourself, what am I solving for? I'm solving for the x. What's being done to the x? It's being divided. What's the opposite of division? Multiplication. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and that's why that gets undone. You get x equals 10, plug it in. Is 10 divided by 5 2? Yep. All right, we're good. Now here's a tougher one, okay? Now sometimes we might solve an equation for a variable. It's got to tell you which variable it wants us to solve for. In this one, they want us to solve for u. So once again, I will rewrite the equation, make sure I copy it down right. Now, u is involved in two things, and we want to get it by itself. So this is called factoring. You might consider it undistributing. See how I took the u and I basically undistributed by using parentheses. Why did I do that? Well, now the u is alone. What is being done to the u? It's being multiplied. So what do I need to do? Divide both sides by whatever is multiplying the u. And I get u is t over w plus v. Sometimes we're going to solve inequalities, okay? Inequalities they look like equations, but they have a less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or maybe even just a not equal to. So they have a different sign in between them. So once again, we will start these the same way. 3v is less than or equal to 5v plus 18. Well, I can't do any undoing yet. I need to get all my letters on the same side. So looks like I don't have a choice but to make this negative for a moment. And you get negative 2v is less than or equal to 18. Now, there's something about dividing negatives. What is it? Well, let's think about it like this. Which number of these two is bigger? The 40 is bigger. Now, if I divide both sides by the same negative number, let's say that's negative 5. Over here, we get negative 4. Over here, we get negative 8. And which one's bigger? Well, that one is bigger. So when I divide by a negative, I have to switch the sign. That's just how the math works. Nobody's making up these rules. It's just how it works. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. So we need v to be bigger than or equal to negative 9. Well, how many numbers are bigger than or equal to negative 9? You could list them forever and never be done. There's infinitely many answers. So we got to start by putting negative 9 on there. Whoops. Hold on a second. We got to start by putting negative 9 on there, not positive 9. And it is a filled in dot because of the greater than or equal to. And then we shade every number that's bigger than it, okay? So now we apply this to situations of and or. And is difficult to satisfy. If your parents told you to clean your room and do the dishes, you would have two things to do. So if we solve this one, we get x is bigger than or equal to 3. And if we solve the other one, we get x is less than or equal to 7. So that means 1, 2, 3. Anything bigger than 3 looks like that. Anything less than 7 looks like this. But this doesn't mean every answer works. Remember, both of these conditions need to be satisfied. So the overall answer is the ones that are overlapping. This green area is the region that works because it's the only region where both of them are satisfied. Whereas the ors are easy. If your parents told you to clean your room or do the dishes, you would only have to satisfy one of them. So look, this would be x is less than or equal to -2. Notice I did not switch the sign because I did not divide by a negative. This one gives you x is greater than 8. I don't need to change colors because either one of these will provide me with satisfactory answers. So I don't change colors. And this is our region of success. Anything in either of those sides will work. Hope I kept this as quick as I can. Have a good day. Boom!